Hey lovely viewers, welcome to my 2S gossip channel. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown used to be all about polygamy, but something changed, and she became the ultimate monogamist, turning on a dime and embracing a traditional married lifestyle with Kody Brown. Now, she's seemingly gone, full tradwife. Robyn's decked out in purple floral that's decidedly dated, and embracing life as a homemaker in a $2.1 million house. She's got the kids and the masses of dolls, and she and Kody wear matching Devid rings. Once a dyed-in-the-wool plural marriage fan, Robyn's now totally into old-school married life with Kody. It's just the two of them, and there's sometimes trouble in paradise, but that doesn't mean that Robyn's going to throw in the towel. She appears to be in it for the long haul, even though she has issues with Kody, saying on-screen that he picks fights over dumb things. While Robyn changed, abandoning the passive-aggressive tactics of the past by letting the world know that she'd feel disrespected if Kody took another wife, she's still got that old-fashioned woman thing happening. Some, including me, might argue that the 1950s lifestyle was oppressive. There were major social issues, including racism, which made a lot of people long for change. Homophobia was a thing. People were expected to conform. All of these injustices and restrictions led to an extreme about-face. Hippies embraced flower power, rejecting that whole leave it to beaver thing. Despite all this, there are women who want to go back in time, living out the fantasy of being 1950s housewives, who get appliances extra shiny, and prepare dinner party delicacies of the era, such as ham jello salad and oysters Rockefeller. Maybe they whip up Manhattan cocktails for their Don Draper lookalike hubbies. Mad Men Season 1 was set in 1960, right on the cusp of change. Okay, sister wives Kody Brown doesn't look like the Mad Men leading man, Don, but except for the rampant cheating, Kody is very faithful. The sister wives patriarch might act like him sometimes. He likes to be in charge, and mostly, Robyn is okay with that. The fictional adman, Don, grew up in a different time, when women didn't have a lot of power. Kody was raised with polygamous beliefs, which are quite patriarchal. However, as seen in the clip above, where he shows off a ring that matches Robyn's, Kody's 100% committed to his relationship. Kody dotes on his feminine soulmate, whose eyes are often filled with tears. He clearly loves that damsel in distress quality. So, the Mad Men star and the reality icon do have something in common. That may be why the ultra-feminine Robyn gets along with Kody. She's apparently happy to be a wife who doesn't go out to work at a typical day job, although she has dabbled in jewelry design. She reportedly came into her marriage with over $33,000 in credit card debt, some from Victoria's Secret, a brand that took a heavy hit because it wouldn't expand its idea of what beauty is until it was almost too late. Robyn seems to have quite a luxe lifestyle, but maybe the tradwife lifestyle has its downside. Robyn must go out of her way to get along with a man who's quite often cranky and bitter. She has said he's trying to sabotage their relationship. In my opinion, and others may disagree, the tradwife thing only works when the man involved is benevolent, not malevolent. If a man starts out good, and then slides into villain territory, a tradwife may feel too dependent on a cruel partner. Have you watched Mad Men? Don's wife, played by January Jones, was often very unhappy. It wasn't just about Don's infidelity, it was the restlessness of not having a purpose that really nourished her soul. Motherhood and the traditional role she was in didn't fulfill her. Part of that show's resonance stems from the fact that the characters were trying to break out of the 1950s mold and find themselves. So, tradwife life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. It might not be for Robyn either. It has to be said that Sister Wives Robyn Brown earns her own money from show appearances, just like Kody does. So, she is not financially dependent on him. However, they have clashed about their spending habits. She wants to spend more freely to boost her quality of life, while he would prefer to save. Janelle said Kody held the purse strings during their spiritual union, and maybe now, she has to get permission to buy the things she wants. Their marriage may still be that traditional. If so, she could feel too dependent on Kody sometimes. Maybe she wants to step into her power more, as she did when she shared her thoughts on monogamy. It seems like, tradwife, life isn't giving Robyn the same kind of contentment that it should. She has the fancy house, the jewelry, the kids and the white picket fence, but something may be missing. Otherwise, why would she spend $70,000 on dolls acquired via Etsy, as per without a crystal ball at Instagram? Sure, she may just love dolls, but if her spending habits are real, it seems like she's shopping to fill a void. Shopaholics try to soothe their stress with purchases, which can actually lead to financial problems. GwendlynBrown said Kody's spending very crazy at her YouTube channel, and maybe that's because he's trying to make his traditional wife happy. However, what Robyn really needs isn't another doll in a pretty dress, it's an emotionally stable male who's able to weather life's ups and downs without getting so rattled. Kody's supposed to be the tradwife's man of the house, but he's falling down on the job, lashing out erratically and letting his existential dread show. He's not the smiling dad of yesteryear. He's not a cheery guy who's thrilled to be monogamous, and that was probably what Robyn expected him to be. Kody's grieving the loss of his son, Garrison Brown. That is going to change a person, dramatically darkening their worldview. It is trauma. So, #tradlife may have its perks, but maybe Robyn's growing weary of some of its more negative aspects. Hanging everything on a man can end in disaster. If it doesn't work out, what does a woman have left? While tradlife clearly makes a lot of men and women happy, it's a gamble, just like every other type of relationship. There's no wrong or right, just the certain knowledge that Robyn's not as happy as she used to be. Meanwhile, Janelle, the family's worker bee, like Peggy Olson from Mad Men, played by Elizabeth Moss, is starting over with a new business, Taeda Farms. Christine, sassy and bold like Christina Hendricks' Mad Men character, Joan Harris, is blazing her own trail with Devid Woolley, her new husband. Meri, so wholesome, like Mad Men's Trudy Campbell, played by Alison Brie, is starting over, showing a little edge thanks to a glow-up in her worthy-up company. Sister Wives isn't Mad Men, but there are parallels, and Robyn and Kody may find that their 1950s fantasy isn't really feasible anymore, any more than their Coyote Pass pipe dream was. Maybe they can work out their problems. However, I don't get the sense that they're having their happily ever after, whether Robyn's a true tradwife or not. Sister Wives star Kody Brown emerged in photos over the weekend, taken by an alert fan of the TLC series, and those pictures started quite the buzz online. With the season 19 start date reported as sometime in August, fans seemed hyped about watching the remnants of the now-defunct family. While the official start date from the network has not been announced, a few family members took the liberty of spilling the beans. Sister Wives. Look, there's Kody Brown. Every so often, a fan of the TLC reality show captures Kody Brown on camera. But the latest photos to surface ahead of the new Sister Wives season have fans buzzing. These photos captured Kody at something fans couldn't imagine him doing when he was a shared husband. But it looks like living the monogamous lifestyle has changed Kody Brown. And now fans surmise more of this change will pop up in the new season 19. Kody, king of 4 castles on TLC. Remember the treatment the wives offered Kody when he first entered one of their homes. Think back to when Sister Wives aired their earliest seasons. The wives were ecstatic when he walked through the door, and the kids were too. ChristineBrown went straight to the kitchen to whip him up breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whatever was appropriate for the time of day. Janelle Brown would also have something at the ready for him to munch on. But neither Robyn Brown nor Meri Brown extended such courtesy as frequently as the other two co-wives, or at least not on the camera. Back then, the family had a shopping trip together on camera, which was quite the fiasco. This trip included the 4 wives, their kids, and Kody. But it was early on when the show's drama was much lighter than the serious stuff they let rip in the last few seasons. So, that was likely for filming purposes that they shopped all together. After that, Sister Wives fans watched as the wives did most of the shopping. Sister Wives, a dutiful husband. When a fan saw Kody Brown skirting around a store filling a cart, they snapped photos. It's not so much the images of Kody that got the fans reeling online. No, you can hardly see him. It was more about what he was doing that sparked online comments. Kody Brown doing the shopping started the Sister Wives followers to make comparisons. Still, jokes slammed Robyn Brown, who fans surmised stayed home and ordered Kody Brown to the store. The fan who eyed Kody said he had one of Robyn's daughters with him, but they didn't get a photo of her, just Kody. One fan sarcastically said, "I'm sure Kody used to always help Meri, Christine, and Janelle out with grocery shopping." Another threw in a jab saying it was only 1 p.m., so, Robyn was still in bed. Fans came up with all kinds of zingers after seeing Kody Brown doing the shopping. After all, for the fans, it was a given after watching the Sister Wives series who did all the chores. His wives did the shopping, along with the many other daily tasks for his family. Well, he's only down to Robyn Brown today, and Sister Wives fans suggest she's got him trained rather well. So, when season 19 of the TLC series rolls out, viewers will likely have their eyes on the interactions between Kody Brown and the only wife he has left. Sister Wives fans look for Meri Brown and Jen Sullivan on Friday nights as they do a live chat fest and answer fans' questions online, but the TLC stars have been Mia for many weeks. Plus, there was no word from either of the ladies as to why Fridays with Friends went dark. That is until now. Sister Wives, Meri Brown and Jen Sullivan go dark due to major surgery. For several weeks now, Sister Wives fans tuned into social media on Friday evenings, waiting for Meri Brown and Jen Sullivan to magically appear on the screen. But neither one of them popped in for the last several weeks, which got fans wondering what's up. At first, Sister Wives fans wondered why neither Meri Brown nor Jen Sullivan addressed their absence. But as a few more weeks went by with only darkness on Friday, fans started to worry. Some surmised Meri and Jen had a falling out. Others thought Meri was too busy with her new money-making venture. But both of these assumptions are wrong. One of these two Sister Wives celebrities had major surgery and one supported the other through the healing process. Tumor discovery leads to scary wait for diagnosis and surgery. An announcement appeared on both Meri Brown's and Jen Sullivan's social media. It revealed a tumor was found and a hysterectomy followed. It also shared how this was a very scary time, especially while waiting for the biopsy to come back. But the confusion started with the same announcement showing up on both their pages and no name assigned to this surgery. Some Sister Wives fans weren't sure who had this hysterectomy, Jen or Meri. Fans asked, who had the hysterectomy? Only because it was unclear. The post said, "A non-cancerous tumor was found encapsulated within my uterus. I thought I was going into early menopause, turns out it was just the tumor. It was a rough week waiting for biopsy results. But thankfully it's revealed to fans that it was not cancer." But some fans still asked who wrote this as Meri and Jen both posted it. But one sentence indicates it was Jen Sullivan who went through this horrible ordeal. Jen writes how her husband was there for her, so that wouldn't fit Meri's situation as a single woman today. And Meri Brown was the person, BBF, who supported her as a best friend would. Sister Wives, healing both physically and mentally from awful ordeal. It wasn't until you read what Jen Sullivan wrote on her page that confirmed it was her and not Meri. Sister Wives fans sent their warm wishes for a speedy recovery to Jen Sullivan. This last season, Jen and her husband both appeared on screen for the TLC show. Fans know her from Fridays with Friends, but once she came onto the Sister Wives show, many more in the audience met Meri's best friend. She became a fan favorite. So when Meri hadn't posted a photo of Jen in a while, fans wondered if she was okay. Well, now we know, and fans are happy she's recovering and coming back on Friday nights. They also hope to see her in Sister Wives season 19 when that rolls out in late summer. So, even while Jen recuperated, she took the time out to let fans know Fridays with Friends will return soon. And who knows, maybe we will see more of just Jen when the new season of the TLC series rolls out. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown gets plenty of negative hits via comments from fans, but now a family member offers a twist on her behavior ahead of season 19 of the TLC series. She's the last wife standing out of 4, and she reports a broken heart over the demise of her family. Yet, she expressed her sorrow by citing something sad this demise means for her future. The prospect of an empty front porch in her old age had her crying uncontrollably. But before her golden years arrive, it's what she's done to replace polygamy with monogamy that a family member tosses her way today. Sister Wives. Robyn Brown crushed. Fans were stunned when Robyn Brown cried through one of the biggest fiascos the Sister Wives filmed over the last few seasons. The event offered even more evidence for the viewers that Robyn came into the family with an agenda. And it seems a family member also sees it that way in a new real-time video. As Kody Brown pushed Meri Brown out of their marriage, Robyn's moans were heard like background music. She cried uncontrollably while saying she could no longer look forward to sitting on the front porch with her 3 co-wives in old age. So, this is how polygamy ended for Robyn Brown, but the signs of what she wanted out of polygamy popped up in the early days, while she courted Kody. Now, Kody Brown's nephew starts his journey with Sister Wives. Ben Brown is Kody's nephew. He is the son of Kody Brown's brother. And after watching episodes of his uncle's reality show for the first time, he has a lot to say. Robyn sits front and center in the first season. No eating in the living room put in place for all the kids at all 4 Sister Wives homes. The telltale signs are there. Some wives don't mind the mess, but others do. So to make the comparisons, she describes the couches in the living rooms of all 4 wives. She starts by saying Meri Brown's couches will last her a lifetime. But Janelle Brown's couches were broken after a month. ChristineBrown confesses her couches got really, really dirty, really, really fast. And Robyn, well, Christine said that Robyn's are pristine, and will likely remain that way for a long time. But it looks like that long time is up. So, Christine's analysis suggests both Meri and Robyn were extremely neat when she wrote about the couches several years ago. Ben Brown escaped the polygamous compound where he grew up. He sees some of what he experienced while living with his polygamous family in Kody Brown's family. Ben's take on polygamy and the practices of his family aren't good. This caused him to escape from that world, as he puts it. And he sees some of what he lived through playing out in the Sister Wives family with Robyn Brown. From the beginning, she stated that she wanted no broken hearts as she agreed to join the family. Ben says you can't live polygamy and not break hearts. And Sister Wives fans saw enough hearts broken on this series to suggest he is correct in his views. This nephew is only into the first season, so he hasn't seen Robyn's behavior past the early episodes yet, but his take on the beginning of Robyn's move into the family is different. Sister Wives fans call him a breath of fresh air. Many find his take refreshing, as he says the things fans were thinking while watching Robyn Brown in action. He gathered 1.5 million likes and has over 100K in followers on social media, and he gathers more daily. As season 19 looms for a late summer debut, Ben's Sister Wives critique grabs fans' attention. Sister Wives. Ben Brown's take on wife number 4. A scene that caught Kody's nephew's attention has Robyn crying about breaking the hearts of the other wives. She worries about this before she is married, in a scene where she prepares to go on a date with Kody. Ben says he feels like shaking her after saying she doesn't want hearts broken over dating Kody. That's because she has a choice not to, and she's not exercising that choice. He suggests that all Robyn needs to do is say no, she's not doing this. If dating a man leaves 3 women suffering, why would you do it when it's within your power not to? In polygamy people don't have choices, he said, that is what they are taught early on. But Robyn Brown has the choice not to infiltrate this family and bring misery to the other wives. She has other relationships available to her that won't crush a family with a trio of wives. But she does it anyway. So, Ben seems to see Robyn saying one thing but doing the other in Sister Wives Season 1, Episode 2. She could have opted out and not broken the other wives' hearts, but she didn't. So, he sees Robyn understanding the potential outcome but not avoiding it as he watches the episodes of this TLC series. Sister Wives star Logan Brown, the oldest child of Kody Brown, hit the radar recently for a relative, who witnessed how he fell into a polygamy pothole on the TLC series. Polygamy within the Kody Brown brood looks different in some ways from other polygamous families. But not in all ways, according to a new voice from the Brown family. Sister Wives. New take on Kody Brown. Kody Brown's motto is to multiply love rather than divide it. Plus, the intro for the Sister Wives episodes offers a nice little grouping of spouses with cheery music in the background. But just because Kody says it and looks the part, doesn't mean it is this way across the board. And that is what Kody's nephew, Ben Brown, stirs up today with the Sister Wives fans. They are mesmerized by his take on Kody Brown. The newest voice to emerge from the Brown family is Ben Brown. He's the son of Kody's brother, and he recently honed in on similarities between his father and his uncle while watching the TLC series for the first time. And he also offers fans a lot of insight into Kody's family. After watching one of the earlier episodes, Logan Brown, in the photo above with his father, is on Ben's mind. Logan Brown falls into all too familiar polygamy side effect. It looks like Ben slides in on his uncle's coattails. He is now watching Sister Wives for the first time, and offering commentary on what he sees. Fans of Kody's reality show find him interesting as he compares some of what he's experienced in his polygamy upbringing to what he sees in his uncle's family. But Ben is open about the awful events of his childhood, and many were caused by polygamy. While Kody is not like his father in a lot of ways, he does share some similarities. Logan is also another member of the Sister Wives family, which Ben highlights after viewing the series. He sees his cousin as someone who fell into the polygamous pothole when it comes to family interactions. Sister Wives. Kody's math all wrong. Kody's nephew takes issue with multiplying love, which is part of his uncle's motto. But when a polygamous father has so many children, there's no time for that math equation to work. Logan's cousin gave him a thumbs up after he watched him in one of the first episodes. This nephew explains that much like his father, Kody can't multiply love among the kids because there's no time when you have so many. He also said that something else happens to the older kids in a polygamous family, and he watched a Sister Wives episode where he saw this happening to Logan. Kody shorts Logan, like Ben's father did to him. Logan is the son of Janelle Brown, and she was a career woman most of her life. So, without Kody Brown around to help, it fell to the oldest child, Logan. There was Logan on the screen, in his early teens, making breakfast and getting his younger siblings dressed and sending them off to school. This is the norm for polygamous families. According to this nephew, he said the older kids become the other parent because the father doesn't have the time. Ben refers to his uncle and Logan Brown. He surmises that Kody is much like his own dad. As a kid, Ben's father was oblivious to his likes and dislikes. He believes if you asked his father today what his favorite childhood toy was, his father wouldn't know. So, he suggests that it is likely that his uncle knows little about what Logan Brown favored as a kid. So, there you have it, the pitfalls of polygamy that this nephew suggests seeped into Kody Brown's family. He also suggests this caused Logan Brown to step up and take his father's place, much like he witnessed on the TLC series. It's no secret that the Brown family doesn't all get along well. They may share fame through Sister Wives, but they have issues, just like any other family. Robyn Brown appears to be Kody's favorite wife, but some Sister Wives fans think that might not be enough for her. Is it possible that Robyn Brown actually wants to be everyone's favorite family member? All Sister Wives fans know that Robyn Brown is the apple of Kody's eye. But Meri and Janelle don't necessarily view Robyn as favorably. Screen Rant points out that Robyn Brown really does want to be the favorite wife, she just doesn't want to be the only wife. The publication points out that Robyn even started crying during the tell-all when she discussed Christine's departure. Robyn always insists that she loves being a sister wife for the sisterhood, and she would likely not enjoy being Kody's only wife, Screen Rant reports. Many Sister Wives fans feel that Robyn enjoys playing the victim and puts on an act for the cameras. She may purposefully be fanning the flames and inciting jealousy in the other wives while also claiming to be innocent on the show. The publication goes on to argue that Robyn loves being the favorite of the three remaining wives. And, if Janelle and Meri left, she would be just a wife. In a nutshell, She tries very hard to stay in everyone's good graces. However, she also has no problem creating drama in the house to keep her coveted position as favorite. What do you think about Screen Rant's analysis? Be sure to give it a read and let us know what you think in the comments. We love hearing what you think about the dynamic in the Brown household. Robyn Brown may be the favorite of Kody Brown's wives, but she definitely hasn't been around as long as Meri or Janelle. Robyn Brown actually didn't enter the sister wives scene until the end of season 1 when Kody decided to take a fourth wife. Of course, the rest is history. Kody legally divorced his first wife Meri so he could marry Robyn and legally adopt her children. But if you're new to the sister wives fandom, you might not have been aware of this information. But now with Christine's departure, Kody Brown is back down to 3 wives. Prior to courting Robyn, Meri and Kody Brown casually mentioned they had a few potentials but nothing serious. As for the rest of the sister wives ladies, it just seemed very natural. Janelle and Christine seamlessly entered the Brown family as the second and third wives, but were there other options? A Reddit thread was started over an excerpt from the Browns' book, Becoming Sister Wives. It appears there may have been someone else the family was courting and she may not have been of age. Kody Brown creates the perfect sister wives family. In 1990, Kody and Meri appeared to be very much in love when they got married. He was 21 and Meri was 19. Though Meri grew up in polygamy, Kody had not been raised on that side of Mormonism. Prior to marrying Meri, he and his father became a part of the Mormon church that involved polygamy. It was expected that Meri and Kody would take on more wives, which they did 3 years after getting married. Janelle was married to Meri's brother, which was how she knew the couple. However, she was not raised in polygamy, yet she really liked Meri and Kody. In 1993, she became their second wife. The following year, they welcomed their third wife Christine, who was raised very much like Meri. She adored Kody and was willing to do whatever he wanted, which was a breath of fresh air for him. Furthermore, she broke any tension that went on between Meri and Janelle. Finally, 16 years later, Kody started courting a single mother, Robyn. He had been introduced by Meri and she had grown up in polygamy, as well. She eventually married Kody and became the official fourth Brown wife. Now a section of the Browns' book has resurfaced where it appears they were courting a much younger woman. When was it and what happened? According to a chapter written by Christine, Meri and Kody Brown were actually courting a 17-year-old girl prior to pursuing her and Janelle. Apparently, they were waiting until the young lady turned 18 to announce the engagement. It was really hard for Christine to stomach all the courting talks, as she was thrilled when it was called off. A Reddit thread was started in response to this, especially the age issue. It appears Kody would have been around 23 when it all happened, and it does not sit well for most. More so, followers wanted to know why it ended. I want to know who this girl was and why she called it off. I'm honestly surprised that the elders would have sanctioned additional marriages for a man who could barely support the one wife he had, much less 2 or 3. Another added, "This mystery teen dodged the biggest bullet ever." One Redditor had this to say: he was 23 or 24, courting a high school student. There have been questions as to why Kody was okay with Maddie dating Caleb and the timeline of their relationship. Now it all makes sense that age is not really a factor to him or his wives. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.